Why are you so short? Whoa.
Oh, hey.
I got it.
What am I?
Why are
I'm
you giving it to me?
comfy. I'm not.
You're like slouching.
Yeah, I'm comfy.
Okay. Well, does it matter that I'm a few inches higher?
Oh.
And oop.
Greetings, Internet. Welcome to But I'm Still a Good Person by Vince Nicholas. I'm Vince Nicholas. I'm joined by my sparkling wifey, Carolyn Nicholas.
Hello.
Hello, honey. Thank you for joining me on our sectional sofa for our little program here. Okay, so it's week one in a Greta Thunberg world. We're now participating in our garbage company recycling organic program. Can you talk about, honey, what changes you've made, what you're doing, and if you're just tuning in, we threw some strawberry cores, leaves, tops, the green part, into a ostensibly classified recyclable bag. It leaked all over the trash can. The juice leaked through. So, what changes have you made, honey? How's it going?
Yeah, we're involuntarily composting now.
Yeah,
Not seeing the fruits of our composting, by the way.
yeah,
I keep forgetting that I have to put food scraps in the compost. So I cut up an avocado the other day and then I threw it in the trash can, like my normal routine.
yeah.
And then 10 minutes later, I forgot. I threw away the avocado. I keep doing that. But I've been pretty good overall at remembering this week. So what I'm doing, though, because these bags leak, I'm triple bagging, quadruple bagging, everything. So I take the coffee grounds out of the coffee machine. 3 bags it takes for 1 coffee ground. I chopped up a ton of veggies and fruits last week, and I had like 10 bags I had to carry out to the little bin.
Ugh,
So that's about 30 to 40 of our little bags
great,
going to a few days worth of food.
great. That we're paying for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see the avocado in our normal trash, and I took a picture of you, and I took a picture of the avo leave-ins, and I'll be emailing it to John Kerry, and the Green Police will come and take you to Shawshank.
I put a banana peel in the trash can today, too.
Oh my
So-
goodness gracious.
Lock me up.
Here comes Greta Thunberg Popo. We're spending most our lives in a Greta Thunberg paradise.
And oop.
So I take out the trash. Friday is our trash day, and I'm pushing out our little organic container, and it's little by our normal trash canister standards, but it's a good 3.5 feet high, 4 feet, and I'm pushing it out, and it's super light because it has a few scraps of vegetables and fruits and whatever in the bottom, and I just feel so stupid. Like I'm pushing out this giant container with very little leave-ins in the bottom. Like this is it's like waste management. Our garbage firm or whatever is virtue signaling for me. I want to virtue signal on my own. I don't need someone to virtue signal for me. But I just feel so dumb and so insignificant, and it's so pointless and stupid. I don't know. I don't know. Well, so some of your fruits and veggies did leak. There was a few ounces of some juice.
Despite the multiple layers.
Yes.
Yeah, it did leak. Not a ton,
Right.
but as soon as you opened up the lid, I could smell. It smelled like strawberry juice in there.
Musty.
Yeah.
Well, am I supposed to crawl in there and clean it? First of all, I don't think I could fit in there. It's small. Maybe we could get Lennox to crawl in there with a couple of Clorox wipes,
Good luck with that.
some 409. I don't know. Can they clean it for us? I mean, it's their fault that it's nasty and gross. I don't know. Are we going to continue pretending that this matters and we're making a difference?
I want to know how the city that got rid of this policy in their community,
Yeah.
I want to know how they did it.
Yeah,
Do they rally? Do they march? Do they hold up signs?
yeah.
What are the steps we need to take to go back to our old ways?
We need to rebel. We need to not comply. On Saturday, we went to Friends of the Library lunch. Can you talk about Friends of the Library, honey? Why you joined it? What they do?
The Friends of the Library is an organization you can pay into to be a member, and they help fund the various activities that are put on and hosted by the library throughout the year. A lot of youth programs, a lot of things for kids and teens. Why did I join? I can't remember.
Because you're a book maven.
I do love the library. I love the library. I love reading, but I love what the library does for the community.
Yeah.
It's such a great place with so many resources,
Yeah.
and I love that it's free and open to everybody. Very much value the libraries. I I paid a $20 membership. You can pay whatever you want. I think that's like the lowest one. Maybe
Yeah.
next year I'll do a little more. I did intend to go to some of their meetings
Yeah.
throughout the year, and then I never went to one.
Right.
But we did attend this annual end of the year meeting that they have.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad we went. It inspired me to start participating more, maybe
Yeah.
volunteering. They're always needing volunteers and help put on these organizations. You can go be a part of them.
Yeah, you joined to put yourself out there to become a part of something, to be part of the community, and I wholeheartedly was happy that you did it and agreed. I went with you. I was at the Arthur F. Turner Library. There was no open bar. Ah,
I was wondering if they would have wine because we knew they were going to be serving like lunch and hors d'oeuvres and drinks.
right,
But nope, no alcohol.
right. Although in this suggestion box, I did write down, can you put White Claw in the vending machine? One of the things I wanted to bring up was I know they don't take magazine readers seriously, just in general, right? Doesn't BookTube and Goodreads, you look at magazine readers as pablum, as so low rent.
They're not even mentioned. Like it's not even on anybody's radar.
That's what I love. I love reading magazines. I love reading like People, crap like that, Vanity Fair. But I have a copy of Inc., which does business stuff. I like Fast Company, which is business technology. I like that stuff. I remember reading my mom's Time magazine 20, 30 years ago. Okay, it was 30 years ago. But I've always loved magazine. I love periodicals. I like it being current. And books are just more of an undertaking. You flip through a magazine and read some here, read some there. But books is quite the journey if you can stomach it. But I'm always disappointed by the magazine selection. I'm really disappointed by the magazine selection. Uh-oh.
Someone's pushing their
Their
organic can down the
Organic
street.
egg. Let's inspect it. Are there avocados in there? Let me see your recycling.
Everyone has to be dealing with this leakage issue.
Open your lids.
How do you stop the leaking? We should take a poll in our neighborhood.
Open your lids. Let me inspect your garbage. Oh, Arthur F. Turner, right?
But yeah.
But I find that well, when you go to get your hair did at Hazy, it's in the same little shopping center as Orangevale Library. That's really inviting. Like they have couches with armrests, and it's right next to the magazine section. There's not a ton of magazines, but it's enough. I could while away an hour or two. But this magazine section at the Arthur F. Turner, it's kind of off. It's secluded, and so people take advantage of it. They're charging their phones. They're on their phones. They're kind of doing their own thing. It's not cozy. It's not cute. It's not inviting. And so I'm like, I don't really like our magazine section. But can we bump it up? Can we get People and Vanity Fair and The Atlantic and The New Yorker? But that's one thing. I do love the magazines, but I don't read them here at the Arthur F. Turner Library because it's quite the scene. And I don't want to check out old magazines because enough people have had their grubby paws on it, and I don't want to bring them into our our home. Um, there wasn't a red carpet. I wasn't asked who were you wearing. Oh, you did wear your finest cardigan, right?
I did, yes. I
You
wore my best library outfit.
Yeah, you look like a middle-aged woman headed on to the library. Who was Arthur F. Turner? He was some hot shot, and back in the 1920s, he donated that chunk of land over there. And his wife was the first official librarian, and she looks like a librarian. They have paintings of them up on the wall. Um, I wanted to ask, does anyone here lift? No? Okay, I understand. There's that demographic is old and
Yes.
Caucasian for the most part.
Yes.
But it was fine. We saw such West Sacramento luminaries as Alex Hirsch. Wow, could we get a selfie? And Jim Brewer, he of KYWSLP 92.9 FM on your radio dial fame. It was nice to see them. Martha Guerrero was not there, our West Sacramento mayor. Hopefully for not too much longer. Am I right? We voted for Dante early, right?
We did.
She's a doctor. Okay.
I didn't know who to vote for. I'm not sure if I made the right choice.
That's why I went with the doctor. But Alex Hirsch did have us do a mental exercise when he was up there speechifying, giving us his TED talk. He said, close your eyes. And I want everyone at home to close their eyes. Even if you're walking down the street, close your eyes. Okay? You won't fall down. And if you do, the leaves will catch your fall. But close your eyes and imagine a world without libraries. I know. I know. It's a horrifying nightmare, isn't it? I imagine something like Walking Dead or something. It would be weird.
I don't think people realize how many services and
Yeah.
how much good the libraries do in our communities.
People don't.
Yeah.
Because we go there, and even we probably know like 15% of the services
Oh, yeah.
that they offer and the resources. I see here in my notes, honey, there were some tears shed. Can you tell us more about this?
The special guest speaker at the meeting was an employee of the library who specializes in the children and teen services.
Yeah.
And she talked about everything they've done over 2024. She had pictures from all these events, and I teared up a few times because they're doing so much good in the community for these kids.
Yeah.
They're having great turnout. It's so impactful. They're having events where they give away food. They're helping kids get involved and do extra things that they wouldn't get a chance to do otherwise. Yeah. And she teared up at the end, talking about how much she loves her job. And something that really made me tear up at the end was she was talking about how she wants to make a difference because not everyone can afford to go to Disneyland and take their kids on a big vacation. Yeah. But if she can have a special, really fun event that the kids love and that gives them a great memory, then she feels like she's doing good.
Yeah. She was big on accessibility, having a positive impact, and just, yeah, she got choked up. You got choked up. And I said, hey, these sandwiches are really good. Can we get more? But it was nice. She was, you want to see people like that in public service. Who are really into their job. She could be a lawyer, okay? She went to UC Davis Law School. She was giving us a little bit of her background. She could be stacking chips, making some paper at whatever law firm. But she chose to do public service, as it were, and help out the kids. I don't know how you reach kids these days, dude, with their TikToks and their Discords and their Minecrafts and their Roblox. To me, that's an impossible task, but good on her. She also talked about they had one event where there was food involved. Like they did farm to fork and vegetables from the Three Sisters Garden, which is a little organization here in West Sac. And the kids were so excited because they deal with the hunger.
Oh my goodness, yes. She was talking about one kid in particular at that event who was so excited to get a bag of vegetables because their mom had been crying about food that week. Yeah. Oh, I started tearing up for sure then.
Yeah. Are you want to start going to the events? You might do a beading necklace thing.
Yeah, they have a lot of really cool events throughout the year. I might go to a bead making thing with Luna in a few weeks if she'll go with me.
Yeah.
They have the Sacramento Philharmonic sends a few people over to do
Right.
like a little Christmas concert.
That looked cool.
I would love to go to that.
Yeah.
I would love to volunteer too. I'm going to reach out. I don't know. I don't necessarily want to like hold a position
Right.
on the board,
Yeah.
but I would like to go volunteer at events
Yeah.
and be more involved.
You know, when we did go to the magazine section, again, the people there for a long time charging their phone, a little, maybe a little mentally whacked out, maybe unhoused, just saying. But and there's a security guard there. Is I feel like there should be a time limit. Like if you're just gonna sit here and charge your phone, or just fall asleep, like at the buffet in the United Kingdom, you gotta like 2 hours maybe. Just say, hey, are you doing library related activities, or are you? But on the other hand, I feel bad because the unhoused don't have anywhere to go. We were driving home, and there are a couple of unhoused gentlemen just sitting on the sidewalk, sitting on the street. And I was like, well, I guess they have a roof over their head. They can charge their phones. They sit on a nice, comfortable chair without armrests. They have a little desk. They have a little area for a few hours a day. So,
Yeah.
but I feel like the security guard should be more proactive, and because that the way that it currently is, I didn't want to read a magazine. I didn't want to hang out. I didn't want to chill. You love browsing, and I love reading magazines, but it's just like, I don't. I think there should be more positive enforcement.
Well, I think the security guard would intervene if there was any bad behavior, any unsavory behavior or activities going on. But otherwise, I think if somebody's just sitting there, not bothering anyone else, then that's fine.
Yeah. Also, it's very tight there. The desks are very close together.
I think the problem is the setup of that area more
Yeah.
so than the people who are using it.
Honey, get on the volunteer board, do some interior decor,
Rearrange some furniture.
bring out the HGTV in yourself, girl, and make it like Hebrews or a nice little coffee shop. Update on our terrified weirdo of a cat, Frankie Blue Nicholas. I see here in my notes, honey, he had an unfortunate accident while Liz Fisher was here with a special guest. Can you fill us in on that?
My mom came to visit, and she brought my niece with her, my niece is about 11 years old, and she was enamored with Frankie.
Oh,
She was giving Frankie treats,
me
petting
too.
him,
So was
brushing.
I. Same. I used to do that too. Mm-hmm.
And then, before too long, we're all sitting on the couch. Frankie's right next to my niece Grace,
Yeah.
and Frankie throws up
Oh,
right next to her, like
goodness.
within inches
Ugh.
of poor little Grace.
Yeah.
She took it in stride.
Yeah.
She didn't freak out. I quickly cleaned it. Thankfully, it wasn't a lot. It wasn't a large amount.
Yeah.
And Grace continued to love on Frankie despite this incident. But she may have just been doing it for my benefit. Like she didn't want to make me feel bad,
Right,
Frankie
right.
feel bad.
Right.
I hope she wasn't scarred.
Yeah.
I hope she got over it.
I think she was traumatized. She'll never want a cat again, and I can't blame her. Frankie Blue Nicholas is so wonderful, but at times can be just disgusting.
I was so embarrassed.
Vermin.
In front of our company, right next to our company,
Yeah.
it was so embarrassing.
Cringe. And then he vomited later in the week when we were out and Lennox was home. So that's wonderful. You cleaned them both up, honey,
I sure did.
which I appreciate.
I think I'm the only one who cleans up his vomit.
That's true. That's true.
Alrighty.
And I'm not the only one who scoops his poop, but I do 90%.
Yeah, you're the majority of the poop scooper.
Yeah.
So we're each we're each suffering out here.
We're specialists. We both have our positives, what we're good at. He's skinnier, so how Lennox weighs Frankie is Len hops on our bathroom scale, weighs himself, and then he grabs Frankie and weighs himself with Frankie and does the math on his little Texas Instruments calculator. He's down to 12 pounds, and he was pushing 16.
Yeah, I think he was 16 at his heaviest.
Yeah. So I'm feeding him less because he just annoys the hell out of me.
Well, when we feed him too much, the vomiting happens.
Yeah. But then I feel like if we feed him less frequently, when we do feed him, he's so excited.
Oh.
And then, bleh, bleh.
Yeah, there's no winning with him.
I know. And if you're just tuning in, if you're keeping score at home, it's currently Frankie 7, window screen 0. He destroyed another window screen. I actually made Lennox a new window screen today for other reasons, but I need to buy more window screen material. And next weekend, I'll be making another window screen. That's all I do with my weekends is make window screens. I was looking at my Amazon purchase history, whatever, order history. I've bought so many window screens. I've purchased window screen and window screen kits 7 times in the past 6 months or so. He's a terror.
Yeah, so you're spending more money on screens, but we're spending far less money on his vet bills because he doesn't go to the vet anymore. So it's kind of balancing out.
I like it. Way to look on the positive, honey. Another funny thing was they were doing roof work on our roof the other day. So Frankie was freaking out. He hid under the bed, but when he wasn't hiding under the bed, he just stared up at because he didn't know where the all the pounding was, all these noises. He didn't know where it was coming. He didn't know what to make of it. So he just looked straight up at the ceiling with his beautiful yellow/green eyes. It was adorable and funny. It's getting cold, honey. It's in the 50s at night. It'll soon be 30s, 20s.
Yep. We've added more blankets to our bed for the winter season.
Yeah. But you keep your fan on, your nightstand fan on at night. Why? It's freezing.
I know. I pointed away from me so the wind doesn't hit me, but I've become dependent on the white noise. And I hate myself for it. I've never been a person who needed any kind of background noise to sleep. But something's changed, and I haven't been able to sleep lately without the fan on.
Well, because we're sort of close to a freeway, and downtown Sac is not far away. So we do hear city sounds and noises. It's very low key.
It's very loud in the morning when people, I guess people are commuting on the freeway.
Yeah.
It's pretty loud.
But that's not enough noise, just the people, the population living their lives.
It's not enough noise late at night and in the middle of the night. If there's something going on in the evening downtown, we'll definitely hear it, or at Sutter Field, Rayleigh Field.
Yeah.
And then in the morning, yes, but no, at night when I'm trying to sleep, it's pretty quiet outside. So I need something extra.
Okay. I see here in my notes, honey, that you almost hit a biker yesterday. Can you give us more details on that?
This was horrible, and I had PTSD for the rest of the day.
Yeah, it was scary. We were coming home from groceries.
Neither of us saw the biker.
Right.
I was turning left to head into our neighborhood.
Yeah.
And this biker was driving in the opposite direction.
North, yeah.
Yeah, and the sun was right in my eyes.
Yeah.
The sun was reflecting off the window shield.
Yeah. You had your visor down, but it's still difficult to see.
Yeah, and so very close call. It was horrifying.
Yeah, and to give you more details, today is the Iron Man thing. Okay, bike, swim, run, and the bike thing goes right by where we are, South River Road. And so they closed off South River Road, and it was a whole deal today. I got lost coming home. I put 13 miles on my gosh dang car because I couldn't get around various traffic blockades. But so they closed off the road. But this was Saturday. The road is not closed, but there were still people practicing. So there were a heck of bikers coming up and down, north and south, practicing for Sunday. And this person, yeah, you were turning left, and I wonder if they saw you because he just kept zooming.
Yeah, he was going so fast. I didn't see a reaction, and I don't know. I hope I didn't freak him out and scare him, or I
It,
don't know if how much he noticed. It was really close. He
yeah,
must have noticed.
it was scary AF.
I felt really bad, but I learned a lesson. I'm going to pay much better attention when the sun is shining like that.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Oh my gosh.
The other day I was driving around. We were crossing, like in the neighborhood of Old Sac, and I pull up to a stop light, whatever, and I stop, and a guy was on a scooter or a hoverboard or something motorized, going pretty fast, and he saw me creeping in the intersection to turn, and he said, "Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!" And he yelled that while I was like creeping up, and I was like, "Dude, I'm not gonna hit you," but it was funny. The cocoon at our park. So there's a park super close to us. We were going for a walk yesterday, and there was a hammock between two trees. Okay, whatever, but it wasn't like your traditional suburban dad hammock.
It looked really nice.
Yeah,
Like it was a upscale
it was like
hammock.
it was a camper hammock or
Yeah.
hiking hammock. It was so it had the same thing, ropes at both ends tied to two trees, but the actual sleeping part was like a cocoon. It was completely
Like
enclosed.
it had a zipper or
Yeah,
something at the top. So yeah, the person completely, we could tell a person was inside and they completely sealed themselves.
yeah, yeah. So we thought, okay, well, this is new.
This is unusual.
Yeah, because if it was a tent, obviously instantly, okay, you think whatever you want to think, but we would be like, leery. But this cocoon hammock was odd. Uh, and I wonder if this is going to become a thing with the unhoused. Because, to be perfectly frank, seeing the cocoon, the hammock, was just not as bad as a tent and everything a tent brings. But the person, they had their shoes on the ground, some belongings. We didn't know what to make of it. We almost called Kathy Bailey. But today they're no longer there, so I'm not sure what happened. But it was something to see. It was new.
I wonder if it was an unhoused person. I wonder if it was somebody who lives here in our condos and they just felt like taking a nap in a hammock.
Yeah,
And we don't have backyards here, so
yeah,
they just went out to the park for a couple hours.
maybe. Yeah, and maybe that's the only hammock they have instead of the hammock with all the strings and a bunch of holes through it. Maybe they just have a camping hammock and wanted to take a nap, and it looked lovely. But dude, the park was bustling yesterday.
Yeah.
Heck of kids, heck of parents, heck of ball playing, all that stuff. It looked like a jolly good time. So the other day, Lennox's friend, Mid John, flush with birthday cash, gave Lennox $60, 320, $60 in cash for a video game because I guess Mid John likes it and he wants Len on there to play with him. It's on the Xbox, or as my mom pronounces it, the Xbox. It's Persona 4. I don't know. I've never heard of it. But I was like, wow, $60 cold hard cash? My friend never gave me $60.
Yeah.
Think of inflation. When I was a kid, that was probably like $300.
I've been telling Lennox he needs to reciprocate and start buying gifts. All of his friends are super generous if they have any extra money.
Yeah,
They buy each other food and
yeah.
this and that. So I told Lennox, you better start buying your friends stuff.
Where's he gonna get the money?
I don't know. He needs to do some chores or work for grandma and grandpa.
It's his cousin's birthday today, and I found you rifling through my through my wallet.
I was just checking if you had a $10 bill that I could have.
Okay. Yeah,
I wouldn't have taken it.
right.
I would have asked first.
But the money came from us. We found a empty card somewhere in our home. It said hello on it, right?
Yes.
It said hello.
That works for a birthday card, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I gave him $20. But the $60 cash fascinated me. So I asked Len, how much cash did Mid John get for his recent birthday? and he said about $1,000, and I was like, holy Toledo.
I wonder. Yeah, I wonder. I wonder the exact amount.
Well, again, inflation, $1,000 when I was mid John's age was probably like $6,000. I don't know. They, I mean, and then who was it? Leonard Luna was saying someone gets $200
Yeah.
every A or something.
Oh, they each have a couple of friends who get a couple $100 for their grades,
Yeah,
like every A they get, or at the end of a semester. A lot of their friends are getting big amounts of cash out here.
yeah.
We're not doing that for the kids.
No. We'll spot them at 20 if they go out. Like you gave Len a 20 to go to the fall festival
Yes.
the other day, but hundreds of dollars, a grand. Oh, I don't know. My mama never gave me no grand.
How about I give you these braces that I'm going to pay for? Hmm?
How about I give you an annoying cat and a roof over your head and some Takis and iced coffee. So my boss is a lovely gal, and she raises tomatoes, well, vegetables. She grows vegetables. I'm not sure about fruit, but she brings vegetables to work. And she's been bringing these tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, to work. And they're freaking the bomb. Like the best tomatoes ever. She brings orange and red ones. And the red ones are really good. But the orange ones are like out of this world.
Best tomatoes I've ever eaten.
We've been throwing them in our salads. And it's like, wow. It's like, they're like a cutie or a tangerine. That's how sweet they
They're
are.
very sweet. I've been eating them just by the handful. They're
Yeah.
so delicious.
Yeah, they're super good. And I like it because I get to my job super early before anyone else. And so when she brings a giant jar or a giant bag, I'm the first one to get my nasty paws on there. So I get us a whole heap and helping of red and orange tomatoes. They've been outstanding. They make our salad super good. And I also get habaneros. Yes, habaneros from her. But we never.
We ate them the first couple of times just for the novelty of it.
Yeah,
But now they're not tasty.
yeah.
They're not great, so you can stop bringing those home.
I know. I know. I do it purely for I don't know, for appearance sakes. We have some right now. You don't want to eat one?
No. Do you?
No. Why not? I know. I like the idea of eating them, and they look cool, but actually eating them, not pleasurable, no fun. Alrighty, where we done, honey?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's the end of the program. It's been fun, but not really. Let's all try a little harder next time. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, review, and rate, or don't. Do whatever you want. You're a grown up. Make your own decisions. Do what's best for your family. Please be sure to use our promo code for Persona 4. We don't have a promo code for Persona 4. Listen, I played Madden, okay? Madden and NBA Live. And that's all I played because I'm a real man. There's too many video games. I wonder if Len's playing it.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
He likes it.
Because whenever he buys something or something is bought for him in $20, $30 range, I was like, you better be putting some time. Get on that Switch, boy. We don't have a promo code for Persona 4. Persona 4. Goodbye, my parasocial podcast friends. I love you. My wife and I love you. We hope you have a good day today and tomorrow. And sure, I don't know. You may have cried at the friend of the library luncheon. It was nice. It was fun.
You wish you'd cried.
I wish I could have feelings. I wish society let men show their emotions. But she's still a good person. We're still good people. Thank you for caring. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for swearing. Hope you have a wonderful day / night. Bye.
And oop.
Bonus content. This is for you Patreon subscribers. We watched a movie called The Night Comes for Us. It's an Indonesian action movie. I got wind of it from NPR Pop Culture Happy Hour. One of the panelists mentioned it, and we watched it last night. What'd you think of The Night Comes for Us, honey?
I thought it was very entertaining. It was very gory.
Oh my gosh.
We were yelling at the TV, gasping. I covered my eyes a few times.
Yeah.
Lots of violence,
Uh,
lots of action. It was really cool. I really liked it.
Over the top. So much blood, so many guts. I may have taken the Lord's name in vain a few times. I'm sorry, Liz Fisher.
You also said, "This is awesome."
It was. It was. But action was excellent. Story was good. Like it was believable. There was enough there for you to sink your teeth into. I would compare it to like John Wick, but with younger cast and a more modest budget. The fighting wasn't like as technically proficient as John Wick, but they got more money to play with and more advanced stunt workers or whatever, stuntmen.
I thought the fighting scenes were very creative.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like every scene was. It's not like they repeated themselves a lot. There's new stuff in every fight. I
Yeah.
thought it was really well done.
Kicking much ass. It's the kind of movie that they have this big fight scene in a meat locker in a butcher shop. Which, first of all, great set piece. Why don't they have more fights in a butcher shop, in the back of a butcher shop? But it's the kind of movie where some guy gets his butt kicked, he ends up on the ground, and then a giant cow rib hanging from the ceiling falls right down on his face. So you can't take it too seriously, but it's really good. It's in Indonesian. It's on Netflix right now. Yeah, get with the subtitles. And then we're gonna watch the director Timo Tahanto. He also directed the current movie Shadow Strays, which is another Indonesian action. I'm all for it.
Yeah, put it on.
Yeah, these are excellent movies. Better than Disclaimer, am I right, honey?
I'm gonna finish Disclaimer.
That you vow.
Yes, I'm saying it here and now.
Are you gonna regret it?
No.
Did you finish Silo?
Yes, I finished Silo,
Did you regret that?
No, but I'm not gonna watch season 2.
Did you finish White Lotus?
I finished White Lotus. I did regret that.
Are you gonna watch the next one?
No. But film Twitter keeps drawing me in with their endless praise of specific movies and shows.
Yeah,
And sometimes they're right, but sometimes they're not.
yeah. We almost watched Anna Kendrick, Woman of the Hour, but I watched the trailer for whatever it's called, The Night. It Comes for Us in the Night. It Comes at Night.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, that's wrong.
The night comes.
Oh. I'm surfing the web while doing a podcast. What is this, the Joe Rogan show? Am I right?
Oh, such a faux pas here.
I know.
The night comes for us.
I hate when podcasts do that. I hate when podcasts surf the web. Click there. No, click there. Oh, scroll down, scroll down. See, that's the picture I'm talking. Okay. Yeah, this is an audio medium. Entertain us with your spellbinding conversation, much like this podcast is. Yeah, The Night Comes for Us. We almost watched Anna Kendrick, but I saw the trailer for Night Comes for Us, and I was like, this is going to be badass. And it was super entertaining.
I still want to watch the Anna Kendrick movie.
I know.
We will, but yeah, that's obviously a very different kind of movie.
Yeah, that's on the back burner. We got The Hills.
Oh, we gotta finish The Hills.
And then we got The City. And then we got Audrina's short-lived one season long. And then Kelly Catrone. And then we gotta find season 1 and season 2 of The Hills. Which is not on Netflix, but I'll find it somewhere on the dark web. There's just so much, and I really want to watch Woman of the Hour. Let's watch it.
Okay.
We can do 2. We can do 2 movies at once. Oh, next week we're going to the Old Sacramento Underground tour, which in reality, the underground part is about 10 minutes.
It's a few feet underground.
Great.
It's not like a cavern.
$25 a ticket.
Okay. Cannot wait.
Okay. I wonder if Grandma Teen would be okay with this purchase. Anyways, okay, we're done now. See ya. Bye-bye.
And a oop.
Ooh,
We got chicken.
is that crispy, juicy tender? I can't eat no longer.
And a oop.